The supplier screen provides information about the vendors which are used to purchase new assets. In order to view additional information about each supplier, click on the yellow and white plus button up at the top of the columns, and then expand the Columns section. Here, you'll be able to select the checkboxes for the additional attributes that you want to view for each supplier. To add new suppliers, begin by clicking on the Add New Supplier button on the top right. Next, you'll add in the supplier code, as well as the supplier name, and any contract number and vendor certification date. Once you have the upper section filled out with the supplier code, supplier name, contract number, and vendor certification date, the section below will let you fill in the contact information, including the phone number and address for that particular supplier. Once you've filled in the section below, click the Insert button on the top right, and now we can see that the new supplier has been added into the database. If you need to edit or make changes to this supplier, double-click on that supplier, and the Edit Record window will come up and allow you to make any adjustments to the information for that supplier. If you're no longer using a specific supplier and want to get rid of them or deactivate that supplier, select that supplier from the list, and then choose the Deactivate Selected Supplier from the menu above. Next, you'll get a confirmation to delete this item. Click OK to that. And now you can see that the supplier has been removed from the database. Whenever you see a screen in Passport showing data columns at the top, like we have here, those data columns can be sorted and filtered multiple ways. In order to add additional data columns to this view, click on the plus button, choose the Columns option, and then select the checkboxes for the attributes you'd like to see. To begin filtering data, click into the text box at the top of the column, and then type in the information you need to filter for. Once the information's in the box, click on the filter to the right, and then apply the filter you need. If you need to filter by additional attributes, again, repeat that process by going to the top of the column where you need to filter for that information, type in that information into the text box, and again, choose the filter and select the filter that you'll need. In order to sort data by a particular attribute here in Passport, you can do that one of two ways. Either by coming up to the column header at the top and then clicking the column itself, and this will organize the data by that particular attribute, or you can take the column header itself and drag it up to the top here and then drop it, and this will allow you to again now sort by that new attribute. If you need to sort by multiple attributes, again just grab the column you'll need and drop it up at the top, and now we can see here that we'll be able to sort by multiple attributes at once. And finally, if you need to export the data that's in this data grid, at that point you can come over to the top right and export it either to an Excel spreadsheet, PDF file, CSV file, or a Microsoft Word file. Just click the corresponding button and it'll export within that format.